All right, we got burner drama and the All-Star break since we don't have a lot of basketball to talk about.
Ellie out of the corner for three.
Baby at the buzzer. Yeah!
Free. Down to three. Down to two. It's a three. Good! Good! James Harden a flamethrower.
Sengun. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Harley, we got KD burner stories to talk about on Red Nation Radio. Harley back in the saddle this week. Glad to have you, my man. I'll be honest though, when I heard this story, I did very surface level digging because I thought this is much ado about nothing. Everyone's known for years that KD has burner accounts that he tweets from, and that's been common knowledge. So I didn't look into it too much, but I will say his silence on this whole thing on Twitter has been kind of noticeable. It's kind of been deafening that he hasn't said anything or addressed anything about this. So, Harley, tell me what it is that I need to know about what was said in this burner leak by KD. And is it anything I should be concerned about as a Rockets fan?
Okay, so I'll say this. Initially, I thought that a lot of it was a bit overblown because everyone is assuming that this is his burner account. Whether or not it is or isn't is still up for anyone's judgment. This obviously caught like wildfire when not only for the Rockets fans, but NBA Twitter. I mean, they grabbed a hold of this and they took the ball and ran. Like they just thank you for the baton, brother. I appreciate it. When you take a look at everything, we won't say some of the stuff that was said, obviously, but we have an account called Get Higher 77. Can't say I'll say it. Get Off My Dickerson is the profile name for his burner account, allegedly.
Gotta respect it.
None of this has been proven.
True.
His burner account. But I will say, to your point, when I did my video on this a few days ago, his silence for a guy that replies to literally almost everything. His silence speaks a lot here.
Yep.
So one of the first things was his banner for Twitter is a owl, and for this burner account, it's the same banner that Kevin Durant had tweeted September 2nd of 2021, and that account was created August 2021.
Okay.
So
establishing some credibility. All right.
Maybe. We're doing the Brian Windhorse here.
Okay. Yeah. Something's up. Something's up.
Now, how does this relate to the Rockets? That's what you're asking, right? So, how does this relate to the Houston Rockets? Well, apparently, this guy was in a group chat, this burner account that is allegedly KD, which that's where I draw the line. Where I'm like, why would he say this in a group chat and he would allow them to leak it? But let's keep it going, okay? Let's keep going on the thread. Coach called that play to pass to Alpy. Lol. One message. Second message, I'm going to turn the ball over with this shitty-ass team. I don't give a damn. Your franchise player can't shoot or defend. That's a way bigger issue than my turnovers. Remember, these guys are your future. And then we have, I can't trust Jabari to make a effing shot or get a stop. Just don't give him a tech free throw, to be honest. He's low-key redacted. I'll say that, and you can.
Our word.
I'll say redacted.
Oh, I'm picking up what you put. Okay. Hold on. Let me pause you there. Just off the surface so far, my reaction is this seems pretty far-fetched because it was it was visibly Kevin Durant's idea for Jabari Smith. I know the technical free throw he's talking about. I forgot the game it happened, but I remember that earlier in this season, Jabari was in a big slump and he was catching a ton of heat on Twitter. KD literally encouraged him to go take the free throw. So either KD is even more of a sociopath than we thought. He's not just petty. He is a sociopath, or that's a little far-fetched. I don't know. That's my first reaction. Continue.
That is really when it comes to the gist of the Houston Rockets. The rest goes into his time with the Phoenix Suns, his time with the Golden State Warriors, mentioned James Harden and how he is a good person. And mentioned Russell Westbrook being a triple-double addict.
Valid.
Mentioned the Suns, and it was Devin Booker's team when they won, Kevin Durant's team when they lost. Now, he didn't say Kevin Durant, but he said my team when I lose.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff there NBA surface-wise. But look, when it came to the Houston Rockets, I think the temperature check that I grabbed from the Rockets Twitter was, how could this guy be talking bad about our teammates? How can a veteran like him, a guy that you brought in to really continue to build this culture and own in on, this young guys still, how could somebody like that have this kind of opinions about your young team? And again, to your point, I think that's where I go, okay, let's stop the line here. Why are we going to react this way? And how do I really believe this is Kevin Durant when, just like you said, he's praised Jabari Smith multiple times throughout, going into the Houston Rockets. He's talked highly of Alperen Sengun multiple times. Like your point, unless this dude is just a sociopath, I have no clue, and I am pretty confused. And I feel like this is pretty much far-fetched that this burner account that has gotten so much attention across NBA Twitter. I mean, we even have podcasts, NBA podcasts, talking about this burner account. But to your only point, I will say the silence is pretty deafening. So I think it's just up to judgment at this point.
Yeah, man, I want a lot of that to be true, though. Like, I want a lot of that to be true. That's
that
what
was
going
to be my question.
But it's just the one that gets me off is the Jabari one. That throws me off, as I don't think he would actually say that, because he again was the one that encouraged him to do it. And I get it. People can say one thing in the press and in press conference and in interviews and talk about how great their teammates are, and then behind closed doors it's actually terrible and they all hate each other. I just really don't think that can be the case with how it shows up when they're on the court. And I know we'll be the first to tell you how much problems this Rockets team has at times on the court when it comes to gelling offensively. But what's more important is how your team plays defense when it comes to gelling, like, with your teammates. And like, that's whenever guys really in basketball really start to love each other, when they can play gritty defense. And that's never been a problem for the Rockets all season. So I just think, offensive issues aside, I don't think Kevin Durant's unhappy with the team. I don't think anything is much to credit with these rumors. It's funny, and we want to believe some of these to be true. But my raw reaction is, after finally hearing these burner leaks, yeah, I think that sounds pretty far-fetched to me. And maybe KD's just not addressing it just because a lot of it is just kind of like, really, or maybe he's not. Honestly, maybe he's not going to address it because he doesn't want to bring any potential attention to the real burners that he has out there, because we know he has burners. He's admitted it. They're out there for sure. But I could see it. The only other thing too, I'll say this too, possibility that it could be correct. Yeah, it is weird that he would be in a group message with people from a burner account that know it's him. But all it takes is one falling out with one person that was in there. True. All it takes is one falling out. And, if I was ever in a group text like that, even if I was friends with everyone in there, I might grab a screenshot or two.
Oh,
I might grab a screenshot or two if something's funny. I'm not above that. I do that all the time. Who doesn't do that all the time? Something was funny in a group chat, you send it somewhere else. That's funny.
Big time.
I'm not above that.
Yeah. I mean, like, hey, I'm in a group text with some notable guys for the Texans, Every once in a while I'll take a little screenshot because it's pretty funny, or I see something that's a little eye popping, I ain't sharing it to the world.
On the side there, Harley. I'm gonna need you to hit me. I might need you to hit my line there as your co-host. I need to privy some of this info.
Hey man, I dabble in the world of Texans notables, and so I laugh and I have some good laughs with things, but I'm right here with you. I am leaning towards this is not Kevin Durant's burner account. I'm leaning towards that. I'm gonna stick with it. Calling out Alperen Sengun and Jabari Smith. I'll say this: if this was real, harsh word for Jabari Smith there, but is he wrong about Alperen Sengun a little bit? Not necessarily.
Yeah, but also if he's calling out coach Ime Udoka, that is KD's guy. That is his guy. They go. He came here for Ime.
Yeah, I mean he did. So there's those two. There is a little Raphael Stone mention.
Oh, okay. What's that one?
So the Raphael Stone mention, I'm starting to see it right here. But there was a Raphael Stone mention when it came to, I miss James Harden so much. His heart was so pure. A bit of a dreamer, but I get him. That's a funny one. There is Chris Paul doesn't know about anything. Steve Kerr can't say that one. Never mind. If you don't pass to Steph Curry, the Warriors fire you. There's a lot here, but there's one with Raphael Stone where he did name drop him a bit. It wasn't anything crazy, just like how did it work? Because I don't have it on me right now, but I remember I said it in my video that he mentioned Raphael Stone, and I don't have the darn thing in front of me, but he did mention him. He called him. He just a name drop really on not getting a guard or anything, of that. So, again, look, is that just a feel in the temperature check for the Rockets fans in general? Yes. Could it also mean it's Kevin Durant? Maybe. It just doesn't. It could
be someone making up these screenshots pandering to the current narrative.
Before it first came out, I have a hard time believing that this is really Kevin Durant, and I have a hard time believing that you are in a group chat with a bunch of guys and you are going to say this openly, knowing that any one of these guys at any point could take a screenshot and share it on Twitter. I want to say Kevin Durant is a bit smarter than that. Maybe I'm giving him too much rope. Maybe I am, but I feel like Kevin Durant, with the University of Texas education behind him, I do believe man. Hey, I believe this man is a bit smarter than that. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Y'all let us know in the comments. Y'all put any validity to these KD burner leaks. And if so, let us know any of the rumors that we missed. So for Harley, I'm Spencer. We'll see y'all next week on Red Nation Radio. Until then, go Rockets.